This May 19th, the dark side rises once more.
Join the cast of Star Wars Nightfall as we celebrate Revenge of the Sith's 20th anniversary with an epic night of Battlefront 2 on Twitch.
Will we execute Order 66 or bring balance to the Force? Find out as we take the battle across the galaxy.
If any PC gamers want to influence the battle, you can join us by connecting to the server Star Wars Nightfall.
Monday, May 19th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Only at twitchtv.nightfallmedia. The Clone Wars may be over, but the fight is just beginning.
The war between the Republic and the Separatists rages on. With no end in sight, both sides look to desperate measures to end the conflict. On the shadowy planet of Dathomir, Jedi Knight DAELEN GAULT has picked up a message from Malia, warning him of an upcoming trap. Having made their way to the Nightsister temple, the heroes prepare to face off against their biggest challenge yet. You are listening to Chapter 22 of the Book of Daelen Gault. The Book of Daelen Gault stars Rob Hunter as DAELEN GAULT, Richard Caposell as Kinari, Justin Chapman as Kreedo, Paden as Quroc, and myself, Zakk Saam as the Galaxy Master. Paden, question of the day.
Question of the day! Buying Paden, time to think.
I did not think of one in advance. The U.S. Enterprise versus a Star Destroyer. Who wins?
Star Destroyer.
The USS Enterprise?
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
there was another S. Trekkie fans are pissed.
I think Star Destroyer.
I think the question comes down to shields, though. Because Star Trek has crazy shields. Star Wars doesn't, but their guns are insane. I think the USS Enterprise might win. Wait, which captain?
Picard.
This is fucked up because Picard's my favorite, but I think a Star Destroyer would win. I think in order to take a Star Destroyer, you would have to be a madman like Kirk. Because I don't think any Imperial officer would be able to predict his behavior. Picard is like...
You don't think Thrawn could?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what Thrawn does. You can't not outsmart Thrawn. God damn it. Okay, so who's on the Star Destroyer? We got to finish this. I like this question.
Tarkin?
I think Tarkin versus Picard. Fuck, man.
Tried to make it even?
Yeah, you did a pretty good job there.
I mean, that's what it really comes down to is who's the commander, not necessarily what the ship is.
I do think the shields give the Star Trek ships a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Does Star Trek ships have like fighters that can come out of it though?
I mean, some do. The Enterprise is not like a flagship. Well, I guess it is. No, it's not even a battleship. That's the thing, is it? Mm-hmm. It has guns.
That's why I'm going with the Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Like they have like whole squadrons that they can send out.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is like, I think Kirk would have a really good chance because he's just a madman and a maverick. I think he would be trumped by someone like Thrawn. I think that if the goal is to destroy the other ship, I think a Star Destroyer would win. Fighters and all that stuff. I think that's my vote. Justin, you've been quiet.
I think Picard could pull it off. I really do. I think
he separates the saucer dramatically.
I think he would come up with a nice strategy to maneuver around the Star Destroyer, hit a certain spot and just take it down. I think he could do it.
It's definitely probable.
Yeah.
But it would be a really, really slim chance and it would be really close.
You know what's funny though? Is I'm trying to picture the actual size comparison because I think it's way off from what we're thinking.
I think the Star Destroyer is bigger, but I originally thought Millennium Falcon.
I think it's way fucking bigger.
Yeah. Well, because originally I went with Millennium Falcon, but I think Millennium Falcon's like way smaller.
The Falcon would win against that fucking anything. It's the Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Lose half its shit falls off in the fight.
Is there like a weak spot in a Star Destroyer?
I mean, the shield generators are the two balls on top of the bridge.
That's the thing is the Star Destroyer has no shields and everything's on the outside. Well, it doesn't have no shields. There's versions of it have shields, but we don't see it depicted in the films with shields.
That's why my vote is the USS Enterprise. I think in my opinion, it comes down to a battle of shields.
But like, hasn't the Enterprise taken off like Borg cubes?
Yeah. Taking on cubes, and then even in the most recent movies, it went up against whatever that giant Klingon warship was.
And I'm sorry, you got Picard at the helm, so just beam Worf aboard.
Yeah.
I'm back on the Enterprise. It's the Enterprise. It's the Enterprise, guys. Beaming technology just sealed the deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my God, they probably don't even have anti-beaming technology, so Tarkin's in fucking deep space in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Enterprise.
So last time we played, you guys made it to the Temple of Dathomir. You ran into a whole bunch of characters that some you've seen, some you haven't. Ran into Maul, you ran into Papa Nexus, known as Talon. You saw Malia, she's being escorted to a shuttle. There was Aegis Volnero, there was Kren, there were a number of soldiers, 3 Nightsisters, and Kreedo had quite the family reunion.
Quite.
Kreedo, do you want to walk us through those last moments?
It was tear-jerking.
Well, I said hi to my dad, and he said hi back with a blaster bolt. And then I took a little nap. And that's pretty much it, I think.
Mid-fight siesta.
Just a small nap. I just gotta get a rest.
You're playing dead. It's a good strategy.
It's a melatonin gun.
So, having listened to episodes since the last time we recorded, Justin, you do in fact have a destiny point.
Oh.
Okay. That's nice to know. It's nice to know that I have one.
Because don't you use that to stay alive?
You can use a destiny point to give yourself 3 force points. You can use a force point to keep yourself alive.
Gotcha.
You can also use a destiny point to completely negate an attack.
I'm gonna not use it yet. So I'm just gonna use the force.
So how do the rest of you react to seeing Kreedo get shot?
So I think I'm trying to place this all. I am just down a hallway and would see him go down. I think, is he next to you? Is he next to...
He would have been somewhere near me because we had stayed back towards that side door we came in.
You're at one end of the tunnel. I'm at the other end of the tunnel, and Kinari is just past me, and I pulled down a statue to try to give him some cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were hanging out by these pillars that were near us by the entrance. That's where we were shooting from.
But Maul is over on you too, right? Or is he over in the main chamber?
Maul was approaching Kinari and then turned to face Aegis.
That's what it is. So they're in the main chamber, so I'm kind of watching both. So, I mean, the thought in my head is, oh my God, I can't do shit. We need Kinari over there, and he's super busy. Like,
And you had stepped out of the shadows to approach your dad, right?
Yeah. I believe I was like near the entrance.
Yeah.
And he was on the ramp up towards the ship, or going on to the ship. And then I got shot in the face.
Okay.
I think it is my turn after Talon.
so yeah, I guess if I'm able to react, I would just shout out, Kreedo!
I would probably push my hat up with my revolver as I'm like astonished at what I just saw.
That's awesome. Like the brim of the gun, like the gun against the brim.
I ain't got no other hand.
Does Talon have multi-shot?
That's a great
Oh shit, I was
I'm
joking.
gonna say
Oh no.
we're gonna say no.
Good.
And I will check next turn.
Good. God damn. So that passes to you, Kinari.
Would I be able to get to Kreedo in one turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use my move action to get to Kreedo, and then I am going to use Vital Transfer. 26. So,
4 times his character level, I think.
yes, 4 times your character level is what you get from health.
11, so 44.
44 health.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
going to use a force point to not take any damage from doing that.
No shit.
Oh, damn.
Sweet.
That's nice.
Justin, you're still 5 steps down, but you have, what is it, like
Oh, he's still 5 steps
48?
down?
Yeah, I think you
I'm
have to spend
gonna
a
use a
destiny point or something to move him up.
Because I have 2,
So I'm
because I got one
negative
from my
5
master.
on the condition track.
And he goes 5 steps.
Where did the other one come from?
The one we had earlier, because you gave all of us one at one point. That's how.
That's right. I think at character creation, I gave everybody a destiny
Oh
point.
yeah, that's
makes
the one
more
we
sense.
forgot about with
Okay.
Justin. Okay.
And then I'm
Okay,
going to
cool.
use my second one that I just got to bring him 5 steps up the condition track.
That is the craziest shit I've seen, dude.
Oh, okay.
You just resurrected someone with the Force.
That was awesome.
Describe that narratively. Give me that.
So I run up to Kreedo as fast as I can, and before I do anything, I put his helmet on his head, and I draw from my own essence, and I would even say, given that I use a destiny point, I drew from the essence of my master to bring forth healing to Kreedo and bring him back from beyond. I've got you, friend.
What happened there?
Your father, I believe, just killed you. I was able to draw upon the Force to help you back.
It feels good. Never felt such a feeling. I feel invigorated. I'm gonna get back up.
I'm gonna grab your hand by the forearm and pull you up. Or not your hand, but grab your forearm and pull you up.
Where is he?
He's gone with Malia to the ship. I don't know if fighting is our best option right now. We can meet him at home.
We must get Malia back.
We will.
So Eneb is going to reach the rest of them, and he's going to get up to the Hound, and he's going to tap the Hound's gauntlet. And you're going to see 3 lights flash and hear a beep, even though it is at a bit of a distance. And you will hear the sound of a starship flying overhead.
Are we fucking stranded?
Oh no.
Okay, there's other ships. That's so
Why are we
obvious.
like this as a group? Why are we always stealing other people's ships? This is what we get.
I think
this
we go back and get our ship. I think that's first.
How? We have to find a ship on Dathomir.
Yeah.
I think this might be our chance.
So as Aegis's turn comes around, he will remove the hood from his head, and you're going to see that his face has become pretty burned. And he has some sort of equipment underneath, he has a piece of equipment over his throat, but not over his face.
That's awesome.
And he will open up his jacket and reveal his lightsaber blade. And he will fight defensively.
Such a prick.
I turn to Kinari. We gotta get out of here. And I look around, trying to spot a way out into, well, the ship's gone, right? They flew off already?
So,
No.
from our understanding, the piece of the puzzle you're missing is that Eneb pressed a button on QE's wrist bracer.
Oh, okay.
But a ship started, we could hear a ship like take off or approach. So we hear a ship incoming.
Because I don't want to fight anymore.
That's understandable.
Because it went so poorly so far.
Can't happen twice.
I mean, yeah. I want to get out of here. My instinct is to follow where Molly is, but she's on that ship. So I feel like that's a bad idea to go towards the ship where I just got my face shot off. I'm gonna turn to Kinari. I'm like, we gotta find it. We gotta get on a ship, and we gotta prepare to get off this planet.
I don't think we're going to be leaving with the White Onyx, and I definitely don't think we're getting on Talon's ship. I think that only leaves one option for us.
Well, if that's our only option, then so be it. And I'll start walking towards that ship.
Oh, that's a good plan. We need you there first to get it going anyways.
Mm-hmm. Where is that ship, by the way?
Does he have line of sight to it?
So which ship are you going towards?
Aegis's, I think.
Yeah, I guess it's...
So Aegis's is up the ramp.
Oh, he's still on the ship. He's still on the ship.
You'd have to pass by it. Like, everybody's exiting up this ramp.
Oh. A ramp in the temple or the ramp to the
If you
ship?
go up the...
in the temple.
Yeah, if you go up that ramp, you're going to find, like, 4 starships.
Oh, shoot.
So I think you
There's going to be Aegis's ship. There's going to be the Hound's ship. there's going to be Talon's ship, and then presumably the White Onyx is going to
I
land.
want Aegis' ship just because.
So that's the ramp that Talon shot you from, not the ramp to his ship, the ramp to like where the ships are. That was my mistake when I was just setting the scene.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought too.
So you have to run at your dad.
I have to run at my dad and soldiers.
Yeah, he's standing between you and where the ships are.
Or go for the side entrance.
The side entrance?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can go out the side and into the jungle.
that's where we came through.
Where the Rancor sound came from.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna go through the side entrance into the jungle, sneak around, grab a ship, and we can get out of here.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Attention, Galaxy Defenders! Are you tired of flimsy plastic swords that just don't cut it? Ready to channel the power of the Force and turn heads at every duel? Well, stop what you're doing and listen up, because Nightsabers has the deal of the millennium waiting for you. We've got top-tier lightsabers so sleek, so durable, and so bright, they'll make the twin sons of Tatooine jealous. From elegant single blades to the double-sided beasts, Nightsabers is your one-stop shop for all things Jedi, Sith, and beyond. Bright LEDs? Check. Smooth swing tech? Double check. Built tough for duels? Oh, you bet. And here's the kicker, folks. When you're ready to ignite your blade, use code NIGHTFALL at checkout for a galactic discount. That's right, you can save credits and look like the hero, or villain, you are destined to be. You don't even have to hop in your speeder to get one. Nightsabers is online at nightsabers.com. That's right, just a few clicks and your dream saber will be at your door faster than a Kessel Run. So don't wait, supplies are flying faster than the Millennium Falcon in hyperspace. Head to nightsabers.com and grab yours before the Empire or your neighbors beats you to it. Nightsabers, unleash the Force, dominate the galaxy. Terms and conditions apply. Discount not valid on lightsaber repairs from the failed Death Star invasions.
With you sneaking around, we will then move to the Hound. So the Hound previously had shot at Quroc, hitting Quroc in Quroc's one good arm. So the Hound, now that Eneb has arrived, is going to start to back up and head up the ramp with everybody else and make her way towards her fire spray ship. And then we'll move towards the Witches. They had one of them had a really good turn last round.
With your opponents?
No.
They, one of them is going to use Dark Healing in order to give a buff to Maul.
God damn.
That's cool.
That's so awesome.
And the other two will head up the ramp with Malia, and they will make it to the top. At which point Maul is going to...
I'm so scared right now.
Yeah. I think I'm the closest one to him.
Maul will approach Aegis. He has his lightsaber already drawn. And Maul will say, "You abandoned me on Naboo. Left me to die."
Holy
That'll be
shit.
Dude, that was fucking sick. Oh, chills, dude.
Quroc, you're up.
Qroc's gonna smirk. He's gonna step out from the pillar that he was shooting behind, and he's gonna say, "Man, you've got some track record. You also left behind your buddy on the other planet. What was his name? I think he was your apprentice or something."
Aegis will turn and give you a sharp gaze.
Now, I'm pretty sure his name was Dorath. Well, we don't need to worry about him too much anymore now, do we?
You took the Keldor as your own apprentice. Foolish. Quroc, give me a persuasion.
Persuasion roll?
Nat one it. Nat one. Nat one.
Now it's an 11.
Oh, he nat one twice.
So that's gonna be 21.
And Maul will attack Aegis.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
the Sith's weakness.
I think I'm by myself now because I think you guys are all close to each other. So I'm gonna use my movement to move close to the homies. I'm gonna partner up. And then once I get to the group, I want to look at them and be like, all right, fellas, what's the plan?
I think we need to get out of here.
I agree.
We're outmatched.
We gotta take off.
All right, where's our bird?
Up that ramp over there. We gotta take one of theirs.
All right, I guess we gotta steal ourselves a ship. And then that's where I'm gonna call it.
So who is blocking the top of the ramp?
At the top of the ramp is pretty much all of the bad guys except Aegis and Maul.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try something and I don't know if it's gonna work, but it might give us a heck of a chance. I am going to close the distance so that they were within a 6 square cone. So like a 30-foot cone. And I'm gonna try to just force slam and I might be able to knock at least some of them down. 20. We're gonna do this. It's a 29. So compare the result against each target's fortitude defense. If it exceeds their defense, they take 4d6 force damage and are knocked prone. If it's less, they take half damage and are not knocked prone.
The Nightsisters will get knocked prone. All of the soldiers will get knocked prone.
So we missed Talon and
Eneb, and
Malia?
the Hound.
The Hound.
Talon, Eneb, and the Hound are standing. So I'm going to look at that and still... Damn. Maybe that bought us some time. We'll have to use the side entrance. And then if I have any movement, I'm going to start heading towards the side entrance.
You will not get there, but you will make progress.
Okay, no, I figured as much. Okay, and then after me is going to be Talon and the soldiers.
The soldiers will spend half their speed to stand up. And Talon will make it to, outdoors, and you guys will lose sight of him with Malia.
Okay. And then after that is when the force is marked.
So you're going to hear Talon shout, "Forget the rest of them, blow it."
Oh, no.
There it is.
And you're going to hear a number of explosions go off. The floor beneath your feet will begin to crack. It'll burn red, and then you guys will fall through as the floor crumbles away. Anyone who is in the room will fall about will probably fall about 40 feet. Land hard, unless you can make a successful acrobatics check.
were me and Justin in the room?
But my spells are...
Yes. Justin was not, but Kinari is.
Oh, I think I was too, because I did...
Sorry.
If I was right next...
Kreedo is not... You weren't next to him. You would have been able to follow his direction, but he was going to get out before you.
Forgot this was a fucking trap.
Oh, yeah, because he moved.
Yep. We listened back to this shit like multiple times and forgot this was a fucking trap. Jesus.
Acrobatics?
Yep. What was the save? Acrobatics?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
I got an 18.
13. 14, sorry. 14. No, 13. I was right the first time.
29.
Quroc and Kinari will land on their feet. Daelen, you will fall prone.
Yeah.
I still got 2 good limbs.
Daelen, you will take 3 damage.
Okay with that.
And with that,
Oh no.
the Rancor lumbers into view.
I knew it.
Massive muscular form looming like a dark mountain of flesh and scales. Its skin is rough and thick, an earthy mix of brown and green stretched over powerful limbs that ripple with each movement. Its head, broad and flat, swings slowly from side to side, revealing a gaping mouth filled with jagged, yellow teeth ready to tear through anything in its way. Dark, beady eyes gleam with a fierce intelligence as they scan the surroundings, locking onto you with an unsettling focus. Its long, clawed arms dangle close to the ground, each claw curling and uncurling, flexing with ominous purpose. Along its spine, bony ridges rise like spiked armor, shifting with each step as the ground shudders beneath its weight. The Rancor lets out a deep, rumbling growl, and the air seems to thicken with the threat of its next move. On top of it, you see 2 riders.
What?
As you look across on the other side of the Rancor, you see Aegis Volnero. At the top of this circle, you see that Maul did not fall into the pit. He will de-ignite his lightsaber and exit.
So out of the frying pan into the fire, guys.
Oh, baby. Let's go. That's gonna be 30 to shoot fucking Aegis.
Oh my god, what? Okay, that's a good call. I gotta roll like all of this shit.
So before initiative goes into effect, you snap off a quick shot, and I believe it was a 30.
30 to see if I hit.
30 against his reflex will not hit.
No! Points.
Would you like to spend a force point?
I would love to use the force point right now.
Okay, so roll 2d6, take the higher one.
6.
Holy shit, he rolled 2 6s. I mean, you only get one, but...
So, a 36 will hit him.
Yes! I did something!
He will attempt to redirect that shot.
High number, though. It's a high number.
Oh, but he's
gonna redirect it.
But I just did it. Yeah. Kills Kreedo again.
It is a 33.
Oh, shit.
So I hit?
Yeah, he didn't fail to deflect it.
Your shot will hit Aegis Vulnero.
We did it. Kill shot.
2,000 damage. 14 damage.
Hey, dude.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
you deal 14 damage. Where do you hit him at?
I want to shoot him in the ribs.
where do you hit him? Okay, so you fire off your shot. It takes him a second, like he's not expecting you to shoot at him. He tries to swing his lightsaber to block it and misses. And then we'll move on to Daelen.
So I'm just standing up, first of all. Oh, my. I look around, I see Kreedo and Kinari not in good shape at all. I think you did get shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got shot too, so everyone's a little bit hurt. I just have a sprained ankle from my fall. But I am going to just wave my hand at the ground and use the force to just grab up any of the debris and try to like hurl it up in the face of the Rancor to try to blind him so that we have the edge, at least for a round. Because I think, yeah, till the start of my next turn. So this is a use the force. I'm hoping that they're not super dexterous. They don't look like they would be. I'm afraid of their fortitude
that's what he should have
defense.
done.
So that is a 29 against their reflex defense.
That is successful.
All right, so it is considered flat-footed, and all other creatures have concealment from it until the start of the next turn. All right, and then I have like a few feet of movement, and I'm just going to kind of cautiously step back while really appreciating the size of this fucking beast.
It does.
So he's just been shot. But the Rancor's been blinded now, so does he take advantage of that to go after you guys?
I think as a team player, he'd see that the Rancor is vulnerable, and it's a chance for us to sort it out. Mm-hmm. I convey all of this with a wink.
While Aegis is holding his side, he will turn to you guys. We're not going to survive unless we work together.
Oh.
And then he will use Swift Power to activate Force Lightning as a swift action. And he will hurl a bunch of Force Lightning at the Rancor. The air splits with a crack of unnatural lightning from this Sith Lord. The Rancor bellows, its roar twisting into a gurgled shriek as thousands of volts tear through its massive frame. The flesh sizzles and splits open, steam hissing from its hide as muscle cooks beneath the leathery skin. The stench hits instantly, a gut-wrenching mix of scorched meat, burning hair, and sharp tang of ozone. The smell of death, of power unrestrained. There's that mix of copper and ozone like after a thunderstorm. And now we'll move to Kreedo.
So I'm above everyone. I'm picturing it because it collapsed.
Dude, you're
and
outside.
There's like a big
Yeah, you're outside.
Shit.
You're in the jungle.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's the other big factor here.
That shifts the odds horribly against us.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. He gets a ship.
I think Maul's gonna take that ship. We'll see.
At the very least, he could reserve rights for a ship. He could take one, fly up.
Just kill Maul for it.
How close am I to a ship, Zakk?
Probably 2 turns.
2 turns. How close is Maul to a ship?
Can he see Maul from where he is?
You can't see Maul from where you're at.
That's good news.
Probably went out the main, which is not so good.
Because it's closer.
But it means he doesn't die right now.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go towards... There's several ships though, right? Or just one?
There are several ships.
There's several ships. I'm going to go towards a ship. that's not surrounded by anybody at the moment.
Okay, that sounds
good. If there is one.
Yes. So the Omega class shuttle would have no one heading towards it.
The Omega? Okay. I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, because Maul would have had to take his own ship. So that is how much did the temple collapse? Did the ground give out, or is it like open sky above us?
The ground gave out.
So the temple is still above us. Okay.
Yeah, the temple still stands.
And we fell like 40 fucking feet.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they got a Rancor down here. Okay, so you're running, and it is the Rancor and the Tamer's turn.
So the Rancor is flat-footed and blinded, you said?
It is considered flat-footed to attackers.
So the Beast Tamers are going to try and guide the Rancor towards Daelen.
Yeah. Yep.
And the Rancor will try and swipe at him. It's still pretty good. It's going to be a 24 against you, Daelen.
So even with, I don't know what concealment does, but it's 25 reflex.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I just duck as his massive claws just rake through the air. Little help here. So the Tamers are like controlling it.
Yeah.
That might change what we target. They might be easier to pick off. All right, and as I duck under the claws of the Rancor, blinded geniusly, Kinari, you are up.
So, Zakk, would I be allowed to try and jump up to the Rancor and pop 2 grenades in its mouth?
So the jump would be an action and the 2 grenades would be an action.
Oh, the jump would be an action.
Okay, but can he spend 2
Yeah.
action points for another major action?
No, because you can't trade up.
I'm gonna run up to Daelen then. I think that's the best plan here. And
Buddy.
I'm gonna hand him one of the grenades, and I'm gonna say, I need you to throw me up there. I can go up and help Kreedo by creating a distraction, because he's gonna have to go a longer way.
All right. What the hell is this for?
Just in case.
Kinari, you're lucky I trust you.
All right.
I'll do it.
We have 2 Jedi holding a conversation, then we'll move over to Quroc.
Well, shoot, Aegis, with sentiment like that, you almost make me sorry for shooting you. And then I'm gonna fire at the Rancor.
Perfect.
You gonna take aim?
Yes, I'm gonna take aim. Thank you. That's gonna be a 23.
That'll hit.
Woo! Relevancy. Can I get one more D4?
It's pretty fucking good.
That's 16 plus 6. So that's 22 damage.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Here we go.
So
Now
where
we're
do you
talking.
hit the Rancor?
I want to shoot him in the jowls.
Okay. Beautiful.
Right on the reconnaissance.
And with that, we will move to the Jedi Knight Daelen Gault.
I am going to use a force point to regain. Is it an action or a swift or anything to use a force point to regain a power for my suite?
I believe it's a swift.
Okay, then I'll do that. And where is it? I guess I'm going to use it again right away, so I'm not even going to unmark it. And I'm going to use move object. Kinari, are you larger than gargantuan?
No.
So I am going to lift you up, and I can move you 60 feet. I think we fell 40?
Yep.
So I guess I'll try to put you down where Maul was, because I know that he was on footing and got out. And as I set you down, I'm just going to give you kind of a nod. Don't leave us here.
Wouldn't dream of it.
And I'm going to look back down at the grenade in my hand and look up at the Rancor and realize that I just spent a lot of precious time doing that. And that's my turn.
Beautiful.
Before he sends me up, can I also say that I gave him his lightsaber?
Yeah, that's great.
So you gave me the grenade and the lightsaber, and I'm just like, thank you. The hell is this for? Holding up the grenade.
You both have a lightsaber now, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Jedis
the
are
first
back.
time in a long time we both have lightsabers.
Yes.
I feel that makes me feel
I thought you were handing me
confident.
yours. I forgot that you got yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I give him back his lightsaber.
All right.
Gorgeous.
I swift to ignite it. That's the last thing, because I had a swift on my turn. So as I'm standing there, feeling defenseless, I think back of all those training sessions with Kinari, ignite my lightsaber, and hope to God I learned something.
With that, Aegis is going to throw his lightsaber at the Rancor. He will turn to Quroc and give him just this sharp scowl. So he will throw his lightsaber. It'll hit the Rancor for 12 damage. His lightsaber spins through the air before striking the Rancor in the head and then returning.
Still heading towards the ship. How close can I get, Zakk?
So as you get to there, you see the fire spray ship taking off. You see the white onyx taking off. You see what appears to be your father's ship taking off. There is still the Omega-class shuttle on the ground. And then there is also a Z-95 Headhunter on the ground.
Z-95 Headhunter.
Maybe the one that can fit us all, dipshit.
I know.
He's thinking.
I know, but getting in that other one would be so cool.
I'm not your boss.
I will,
I'm just your guilty conscience.
My guilty conscience.
Like all Jedi should be.
Yeah.
I'll go towards the Omega. Can I board the Omega class?
You can board the Omega-class shuttle.
Do I have enough turn in me to start that boy up?
For narrative's sake, I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
Get her purring, baby. So after Kreedo's turn, it goes to the Rancor.
Perfect. And he's no longer flat-footed and treated with concealment. He has fast healing, so he's going to gain some hit points.
Oh my God.
That's cringe.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
He's going to try and grab Daelen.
No,
He's going to try and grapple you, and it is going to be a 40 against your reflex.
Let me check. Yup.
So I believe because it's a grapple, you get to make an opposed check.
Oh boy. I sure hope it's not strength.
Treated does an unarmed attack, except it deals no damage. Grappling attacks hits you in the... You make an opposed grapple check.
Assuming that's
So
strength
D20
base.
plus base attack plus strength or dex.
Oh, plus base attack though. Still not a 40. I don't think I can actually get a 40. It was a 20. Dirty.
Okay. And then he's going to deal 18 damage to you as he tries to crush you with his claws.
Yeah. A little help, Quroc.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The cast here at Nightfall Media is proud to present our Patreon, a place to create new experiences while exploring our past journeys.
With content like the Rancor's Pit, an after show where the cast breaks down the most recent episode, and an inside look to the cast outside of the show.
See the cast you love put on a show in other TTRPG systems. Listen to them as they play as scoundrel pirates in Pirateborg, or listen to them as classic adventurers in D&D 5e.
Furthermore, the cast has loads of ideas for your own TTRPGs at home. Try out one of Rob Hunter's fully written out characters, or visit Paden Castle's Vault of Magic Items.
A handful of shows for your viewing pleasure, and take-home goodies for your own TTRPG adventures. All of this for just $3.
Still hungry for more content? Join our Discord server where you can interact with other fans of the show, get notifications of when the cast streams, and updates on Nightfall Media directly from the cast. Hope to see you there.
We gotta do something about this big pig.
All right, do the tamers on top do anything, or are they using their turn to control him?
They were using their turn to control him.
Okay, then
They pretty much just grant buffs to him.
we go back up top to Kinari.
All right, what do I see?
You're up top now.
No, that's
So
just-
if you look up the ramp, you're going to see the other ships taking off. You're going to see Kreedo jumping into that Omega-class shuttle and starting it up, and that will start to lift into the air.
Okay. Is the ship, the other ship open?
Yeah.
Do I see Maul anywhere?
Make a perception check.
He has his 2 legs.
29.
You do not see Maul anywhere, but the ship is open.
How far away is the Rancor from where I am at?
So it's down a 40-foot pit and then probably another 30 feet.
I don't know.
Is it still taking off, or I thought it had already taken off?
He started it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
hop
it's
on
like
that
hovering.
shit.
Yeah, okay. You walk up and just leap onto the closing boarding ramp.
I'm gonna shoot the Rancor in the hand.
Oh, okay.
Try to help
which
you
hand?
out. The one that's holding you.
Thank
of course.
God.
Don't nat one.
Trying to help you out, brother. And before I call out, I'm gonna go, hold on, Daelen.
You're taking aim, right?
Yes, I'm taking aim. Thank you. Thank you.
Not a 1.
No. So that's a 1 higher than last time. So that's a 24.
Yeah.
It'll hit.
So I hit. Come on, big money, baby. 20 damage to the hand that's holding Daelen.
So the Rancor lets out this guttural roar, drops Daelen. The Rancor is bloodied.
Oh. Okay.
And then we'll swing over to Daelen.
Let him have it, brother.
I need this thing to go down, but all of my shit, it goes against fortitude defense, and I feel like it's going to be really high. Yeah, I am going to. I don't think this has a great odds. This is like something designed to defeat me. But I'm going to just kind of like, as he drops me, I land. my ribs are crushed and shit. And I'm going to look over to Aegis and say, I didn't come this far to die here. And I don't intend to. And I'm going to reach out with my hand and try to just grip onto the Rancor with the Force and try to crush it. 19. Almost got a crit. And that is plus. So 33.
Against the Rancor?
Against fortitude on the Rancor is the downside.
Fortitude. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. And that is the highest threshold, so that is 66 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always miss with that one. Not good, but that's okay. 16 damage. And it can only take a swift action on its next turn.
Yo.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
So I'm just sitting there as the Rancor. The downside is there's people on it still, so we're not out of this. But I'm just... I can't lift it off the ground, but you see its feet start to like almost scratch like it's hanging from an invisible noose. And I'm just standing there with intense fucking focus. And I'm hoping Aegis is going to take advantage of this because it is his turn.
Aegis is going to... He will use that ability to make an action as a swift. So he will use a swift to jump onto the Rancor. Or attempt to.
Beautiful.
He will land on top of the Rancor, and then he'll use his normal action to swing at the rider, who he will gut like a pig. And after that, we will move back onto the ship with Kreedo.
What is my view from the control panel, Zakk? Can I see inside the temple, or none of it at all? Probably.
No, you'd be able to see inside the temple. You'd be able to see the pit, but probably not into the pit.
Into the pit.
I mean, if you're able to use the guns, I would just start blasting away at the fucking temple.
If you need someone on guns, I can use guns.
Or yeah, you could fly to a position where the gunning seat is able to see in.
I would like to fly to a nice position so I can blast at my comrades a good entrance to exit out of the temple.
I was so scared of how that sentence is gonna end.
I was like,
oh
he's
my
not done
god. I'm gonna blast my comrades.
Fucking Nexuses.
Give me a pilot check.
The Jack Sparrows of space.
A 27.
Perfect. You are in the perfect position for a gunner to take the shot. Over to the Rancor Tamers. So the Tamer, one of the Tamers is deceased. The second one is going to try and stand up and use a force pike to attack Aegis.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good. Aegis is down the condition track, so he's going to make a block. And he will nat 1 on his block, so he will be knocked off of the Rancor by the Tamer.
Oh my god.
That's actually crazy.
Holy shit.
That's actually fucking crazy.
Why can't he do that when he's fighting us?
I know.
Yeah, right?
He sucks when he's on our
What
side.
if we can take him prisoner here? it's a thought.
Or The more he gets messed up, the more likely we can leave him to die. Steal his ship. We don't have to bring him with us, which will be nice.
Interesting. Okay, with the Rancors and Tamers turn over, we're at Kinari on the ship.
All right, I take the shot. What's the check?
Would you like to use the laser cannons or the blaster cannons?
Are the laser cannons bigger?
No, I think the blaster cannons are.
Blaster cannons? Then the blaster cannons.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a d20 and then it'll be +6.
+6?
Yep.
Blast it, Kinari.
I'll do my best. 16.
Okay, it's gonna be 5d10 times 2.
Oh my god.
Shit.
21, 23.
It's crazy how those stupid zeros confuse me.
46.
So yeah, you just start blasting at the temple and the walls begin to crumble down, and there's definitely a space that you could fly the ship into it, but you'd have to reverse out if you were to escape. Like one wall is down,
Okay.
but the people in the pit can now see the sky.
I've got such an idea.
Anything happened with the rubble?
The rubble is coming down, and it's gonna make an attack against all of your reflexes.
I love it.
Yeah, I have a feeling this might happen.
Yeah, I assumed
Say
it.
something.
25 against all reflexes.
Ooh, it does hit me. Match hits, right? Yeah.
Matches
Lancing?
half damage.
Oh, cool.
Fails on me.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Reflex is 27.
Hell yeah.
So if it hit you, you take 12. If it matched you, you take 6.
Cool.
As the rubble falls down, it is going to hit the Rancor as well, and it creates a number of new spots of cover.
Interesting. All right, so that is Kinari is blasting through the rubble, and Quroc, you are down in the pits of hell with me.
So in my head, the Rancor is like gripped in a way where its head's kind of tilted up. And so I'd like to shoot it in the underside of its jaw. Taking aim.
He did it.
There you go.
Everybody clap. Everybody clap for him.
Oh, that's going to be a 30. 12, 15. So that's 21.
Yeah.
21
understanding
damage, all
math.
right. So you take this shot and you hit it straight underneath its jaw, and it lets out another guttural roar and a scream. This time it's in more pain than it seems to have been before.
And then it goes to me. And I can either try to maintain the force check or do something risky. I'm going to instead, I think, try to maintain this force grip. Hold. DC is 15 plus damage taken. I took 6, so 21. I did pass. So I'm still able to maintain it. So I'm going to just bring... No, my second hand is my lightsaber. I keep forgetting I have a lightsaber now. So with the hand that's just crushing the Rancor, I'm going to try to hold on. And as I do, I'm going to look down to Aegis. Aegis, you're a senator. You could have changed the galaxy for the better. And here you are on your back in the dirt. Why? And then I am going to try to maintain on the Rancor with a 30, which I think is a little lower than last time. Does a 30 fortitude hit?
Yeah, it'll still hit.
Okay. So that's another 6d6, and he's still held. A little bit better. 23.
Daelen, please describe how you kill it.
Oh, dang.
Let's go.
Dang.
I was
You
really
kill it with a crush?
So I'm just kind of yelling at...
Just like that guy on Navarro.
Oh my god, I do keep killing people with crush.
Oh.
Jesus. Yeah, in fact, you know what? There's a moment where I even think of that, and I'm looking at Aegis, and I'm just... In this moment, I don't understand how someone with such potential in this galaxy would be brought low to this point. And I'm pointing my lightsaber at him, and I just realized that as I'm crushing this Rancor, I'm not even thinking about the Rancor anymore because I'm so fixated on Aegis until I hear that... And it grows silent, and that's when I look back and realize that the Rancor is dead, and I release the grip and drop it to the ground.
And as you do so, I go, whew, like an empty can of Corellia Wiser.
Jesus. All right, so now we are in the cave with Aegis and a really fucking panicked beast tamer. But Aegis goes next. That's what I was kind of afraid of.
There's this thud as the Rancor hits the ground, and Aegis turns to you, and for a solid 12 seconds, all you hear is the hum of your 2 lightsaber blades.
I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen here.
Who's up next?
Kreedo.
So I maneuver the ship around and slowly back the ship into the temple.
Oh, smart. I was thinking
So
to
as
go
you
in
back the
forward,
ship
have to
in,
back
it
out.
kicks up.
It's good.
It kicks up all of this dirt and the rubble, and the rocks are all moving around, and Aegis's coat is billowing in the wind. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to, drop the ramp?
I will drop the ramp.
Goddamn right.
It's interesting.
And
Quite the little standoff.
do I have any more actions, or is that all I can do for this turn?
That would be all you can do this turn.
Okay, take it away.
Tamers.
Tamer.
Yep, erase that S.
Oh,
Tamer is going to try and hide behind the carcass of the Rancor.
It's a good move. It's a very good move.
So he will make a stealth check. It didn't roll well, so you all know he's there.
Okay. Poor guy.
He's crying hysterically the whole time. That's the Beastmaster from Jabba's palace.
Yeah. That's immediately who I thought of.
All right, Kinari.
Yeah, that's my turn, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop down and I'm gonna ignite my saber and I'm just gonna watch for a second.
So you're probably 60 feet up at least.
Kreedo just comes and fucking kicks me in the back.
Oh my god. This is intense. It's your turn. I'm sorry, Quroc, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna begin walking to approach Daelen to back him up here in this instant. And in doing so, I also want to be twirling the 777 around my finger, right? And while I'm walking up, I'm gonna go, well, this is mighty dramatic and all, but I'm a bit of a talker, so you have to excuse me for breaking the mood here. I believe this is the part where you put your lightsaber down and surrender, because you're a little outnumbered and outmastered. And then as I reach the end of the sentence, I want to be reaching right behind Daelen, and I look Aegis in the eyes and I go, partner, and flash him my big toothy smile.
Would you like to make an intimidation?
I would love to, actually. I didn't even think to do that. That's beautiful. Let's go. I'm good at persuasion, baby. That's going to be 25.
Okay, so he will not be intimidated by you.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a Sith Lord, it's fair.
Yeah. I get it.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
So that comes around to me, and I am going to, I'm going to use a force point to restore move object, and I am going to try to lift, I'm going to say Gruul. Oh, ouch, my heart.
Woof.
Quroc. Let's use a force. That is a 26. Does that... Wait, where is it? Does that beat your will defense? It's not a very good roll.
Can I choose to fail?
I will choose to fail if I can. My will's 24.
Okay, so either way, I am going to just kind of hold up my open hand to you, acknowledging what you're saying, that I'm grateful, and I'm going to force lift you up 60 feet. So you'd probably be able to get right to the bottom. Maybe Kinari can throw a hand.
Yeah, I would.
And now it is, aside from the Beast Tamer, me and Aegis. I know you have no intention of surrendering. Why would you? I cannot say that my faith in the Jedi has not wavered. I have had my moments of doubt. I've seen how the people of this galaxy live, in poverty and squalor. I have seen them even in the very levels of Coruscant, beneath the very Jedi temple itself. If you truly believe you are the hero here, then tell me, Senator, what good would your rule do them?
Compassion without order is chaos, Daelen. Trillions live in misery not because the galaxy lacks kindness, but because it lacks control. Plagueis taught that only a strong guiding hand can shape destiny, can will the Force into balance. The weak flail in their freedoms, starving beneath the illusion of choice. But under my rule, they would have purpose. Stability. No more warlords feeding on the fractures of a broken republic. No more false Jedi preaching virtue while turning a blind eye to suffering. And he'll take a step forward. You ask how I would benefit the poor? I would end the conditions that keep them poor. Through power, my power, we can bring peace. Not through sermons or Senate votes, but through will. Through order. That is the future I will forge. He's going to use the Force power fear.
Fuck.
So he's going to use the Force check against your will defense. What's your will defense?
It's good, but not great. 27.
Okay, he rolled a 39.
Jesus.
Don't you have like Jedi counterspell?
Yeah, Jedi
Rebuke.
Council, bro.
Yeah.
Rebuke.
I also have to say, I kind of
One
want to
force
see.
power directed at me. I'd have to outroll his roll, which would have to be a nat 20. I have to try. I feel this panic just start to overtake me, and I just do what I always do, and I throw up this wall, and I try to push it back on him. And I fucking fail hard.
Okay, so you are immediately fearful of Aegis Vulnero, and you may take no actions on your next turn.
Oh, I didn't see that coming at all.
He will then spend a force point to lower all of your defenses by 2. Fear is a swift action. He will then use his standard action to use Force Lightning.
I fucking love how much I hate this guy.
Okay, this goes against your reflex, which is down by 2. It's a 40.
Yep, I had a 20.
Oh!
And I can't rebuke because I don't have a reaction.
God, I love this show.
He's good, man.
You are going to take 29 points of damage from Force Lightning, and you move 1 step down the condition track, regardless of whether it beat your damage threshold or not.
So additionally,
Yeah.
because it did both.
Yeah, so you're 2 steps down.
Yep.
And you can take no actions next turn. And he will look at you and he will just say, run. And your implants that help you with your hearing are now fried. And you know deep in your soul that Aegis Vulnero's level 20 and you're probably not going to beat him.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
Very subtle, Zakk.
Run, yes. Run. I'm just fractured and broken, sitting there fried and singed. Oh, and I hear none of this. Oh. I feel my mouth mimicking the word run, and the dull vibrations inside my skull make me almost feel like I can hear it, but everything outside just fades away. It breaks out like white noise in my head as my cochlear implants are destroyed, and I can't fucking hear anything. And at this point, I start to panic. I'm terrified. I know I need to run, and I am just just screaming, just to try to soothe myself, because I feel like a child floating in a back-to-tank back on Coruscant, helpless and petrified. So yeah, as I'm sitting there, like, I, for seconds, feel like minutes and hours, until suddenly enough of my mind clears up from the fear, and I'm going to just levitate up. And it's like I'm pretty much in the fetal position, like my robe's still smoldering as I float up towards the ship. And it's slow, but eventually I would come into reach of you guys.
And I would grab onto you and pull you up onto the landing bridge, whatever it's called, the bridge, right? And in doing so, I'm not just helping you up, but I pull you into an awkward one-armed, like, hug, right? And I go, hey, it's okay. You're okay.
And I fucking hear none of it.
I don't know that about you.
Daelen, are you all right? Are you all...
I fall from the hug and my hand goes behind my ear, and you guys see that where there was always like a metal neural implant in my head, the skin around it is just boiled and blistered and black, and there's just raw wires and components sticking out from behind my ear.
He can't hear us. His implants are fried.
Kreedo, get us out of here, brother.
I proceed to take the ship out of here.
Jesus Christ.
I'm guessing we're like helping you up the bridge as like it recedes
Oh my God,
up into
I'm
the
fucking
ship.
trashed right now. That was so scary. He could have just killed me.
He can't hear? What's wrong with him? What happened?
He was very frail as a child. He has many implants in his head. He spent a lot of years in a Bacta tank, and I fear the lightning may have fried it.
Are there any other implants we gotta worry about? Anything around the heart? We gotta get him to a doctor?
No, he's nothing like that. But he won't be able to hear us in the meantime.
Well, we're both. I'm just keep like looking over at you. I'm like, well, it's gonna be puzzlesome. How are we gonna communicate till we fix that? Can we fix that here?
Not here. We need to find someplace safe. Maybe if we get back to our ship, we can try and find someone who can help fix this.
I'm gonna put one arm on Daelen's shoulder. We're going to help you. Don't worry.
And you're just gonna, like, I'm staring at you, trying to look at your lips.
But I have a lizard. I don't have lips.
Yep. And I'm just going to put one hand on your shoulder and another hand on Kinari's shoulder. And then I'm gonna shuffle off to any room to be alone to meditate. Because that was a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have a choice. You can head back to Navarro, where your ship is, or you can head to Alderaan, where Malia is.
I think we recoup for a second. Malia is very important to get, but we need to figure this out before we do anything.
I think we need to head to Alderaan. We gotta chase Malia while the tail's hot. I think we gotta hope that our pal over here has an ally or friend on Alderaan to help us out. What do you think about that, Mr. Kreedo?
We can fix him up somehow. Let's move.
All right. If you really think you have a contact that can help with something like this. I don't like seeing him like this. He needs help.
I agree. We need to be tip-top condition. We also must keep hot on the trail.
Do you know where somewhere we could land? Because I'm guessing that showing up at your papa's house isn't gonna be too good of an idea.
Oh, there's a couple places around there. I got some spots.
That's what I like to hear. You got one in mind?
I think I do.
Okay, so
We'll end that
you guys
episode?
you're gonna hyperspace away to Alderaan. It's gonna take about a day to get there, and when you arrive, your ship is going to receive a broadcast. So you guys are receiving the same transmission that any other ship would be getting. And it is a holo, and you see Talon Nexus standing in front of his castle, surrounded by banners of House Nexus. And he seems to be speaking to battalions of soldiers. The first several rows are wearing the same colors as House Nexus, and then there are probably 100 other rows of soldiers wearing mixed colors.
My kin, my comrades, my brothers and sisters in arms. Today I stand before you a man both shattered and unyielding. The flames of grief burn deep in my soul. For yesterday, the blood of my blood, my son Namant, was stolen from this world. Not by fate, not by chance, but by treachery. A dagger wielded by one who calls herself our queen. Namant was not merely my heir. He was a beacon of hope. A soul of boundless courage. He dreamed of a realm where honor triumphed over deceit, where the weak were shielded by the strong. He was a warrior of unflinching resolve,
but also a son who carried kindness in his heart, a rare blend of steel and warmth. But now that light is extinguished. He was cut down not on the battlefield, but through the cowardice of those who dare not meet us face to face. The Queen's ally thought to weaken me by taking my son, to sow fear among us by spilling his blood. But let them see how wrong they are. Namet's death will not be the end of his story. It is the beginning of something far greater. His sacrifice will be the forge in which we temper our blades, the fire that ignites our fury, the rallying cry that binds us as one. This is no longer a dispute of politics or grievances. It is a battle for justice, for the soul of our people, for the memory of every innocent Alderaanian life crushed under the weight of this corrupt crown. Let them hear us. Let them tremble in their hollow halls, for we do not march to war. We march to vengeance. Namet will not be mourned in silence. He will be honored in action. Every step we take, every blow we strike, every victory we claim will echo his name. Namet lives on in our hearts, in our swords, in the thunder of our charge. Today we raise our banners not merely as soldiers, but as avengers. Today, we will ride to meet the Queen and her ilk. We will tear down the lies she has built her throne upon brick by brick. We will show her what it means to face the wrath of a united house. Let Alderaan bear witness. House Nexus does not falter, does not forget, and does not forgive. For Namet, for justice, for victory. To arms, my kin, to war. And that's where we'll end it.
You son of a bitch, Talon. You motherfucker. Holy
Fucking
shit.
swear to God.
Holy shit.
That was beautiful, Zakk. That was amazing, by the way.
That's masterful.
That was so good.
Thanks.
It makes him, and that is our BBEG. That's the big bad guy. That
He's
is
a
the
cunt.
big bad guy move.
I hate him.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Your dad's such a piece of shit.
God, how do
You're
you feel,
double
dude?
dad.
Oh.
That's not even just one of your dads. That's another character's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your thoughts and opinions, dude? Holy shit.
Oh, I think
Your dad's using you as a martyr after shooting you in the head.
You've just finished chapter 22 of the Book of Daelen Gault. The Book of Daelen Gault stars Rob Hunter as Daelen Gault, Richard Caposell as Kinari, Justin Chapman as Kreedo, Paden Castle as Quroc, and myself, Zakk Saam, as the Galaxy Master. We'll be back in just 2 weeks with chapter 23. If you want to get ad-free episodes, exclusive content, and more, consider joining our subscription community at patreon.com/nightfall_podcast. And if you're already doom scrolling, follow us at Nightfall Media on Instagram and Blue Sky for access to full episodes, bonus content, and more. If you want to participate in Question of the Day, use the link in our show notes to join our Discord community. Star Wars Nightfall is a Nightfall Media production. For more information, check out nightfallmedia.io or starwarsnightfall.com.
I'm gonna start a company that does therapy for people who has Zakk as a Galaxy Master.
That's fair. Very fair.
I think we already have that company. It's Nightfall Media.
Yeah, really, this is it.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that's what the Discord
Yeah.
is.
Yep. Someone cheer me up. Got a shot in the eye.
surfing the web can be dangerous. Stay clear of the sharks with NordVPN.
Nord creates a virtual private network for your devices to connect to before connecting them to the internet. This encrypts your device's IP addresses so others out there can't find them.
Hiding your IP from others keeps others out of your private data and stops prying eyes from seeing what you're doing.
As someone who buys just about everything online, I use NordVPN to make sure what's in my cart is on my shopping list.
Service starts as low as $369 for their basic VPN, $469 for their Plus plan, which includes anti-malware protection, ad and tracker blocker, and a password manager with data breach scanner, then Ultimate for $669, which offers 1 terabyte of cloud storage, identity theft recovery benefit, cyber extortion, and everything Plus has to offer.
Before dropping in on the World Wide Web, choose to stay safe with NordVPN.
You can use the link in our show notes to get 70% off a 1-year subscription.